So today I am kind of excited. I bought a guitar. Usually I build guitars, I don't buy them, but this was such a deal I couldn't resist. I seen it on Facebook. It's brand new, and I want to go through this guitar because you see videos, YouTubers, and a lot of times they exaggerate because they're getting paid to do reviews on these things, or they get the guitar for free. I don't get paid. I don't make any money on YouTube. I don't have enough subscribers, enough viewers, and none of that. So let me turn that light just a little bit. So we're going to do an unboxing and see what we have here. So I'm going to reveal what the guitar is when I pull it out of the box here. It's never been opened. I bought this off of the seller on Facebook Marketplace. Apparently this seller buys pallets of stuff that's either out of old stock or something like that. I'm not sure, but they always have a lot of stuff posted on Facebook on the buy sell trade, and they had these guitars, and for 40 bucks I could not pass this up. I usually don't buy guitars, but for 40 bucks, I mean, I couldn't resist. And I wanted to do a video on it to see what kind of guitar you get for 40 bucks. I mean, originally this ran for about 200 new. I'll show some here in a bit what they're going for now. I think they discontinued this model because they could not find any updated information. Let's open her up. Looks like, see how she's packed? She's packed pretty good. Comes with the wrench for adjusting the truss rod. It's really in that box good. There we go. No way that's sliding around. We'll show how that's packed there inside the box here. And we got the rice paper, or whatever you want to call this stuff. It looks like styrofoam to me, but somebody told me on one of my YouTube videos it's rice paper. So it doesn't look like rice to me. It feels fairly light. What we have here is an IYV. In a minute I'll go through and give you some information on this company and everything. This is emerald green Les Paul copy. And there we have, right out of the box, brand new. Switch feels a little bit loose there. The pickups are marked Destiny CNC wound on both of them. I think that's etched into the pickups. It doesn't look like they have any plastic over them. They must have. No? Of course, your standard volume controls for Les Paul and tone controls. Three-way switch with the poker chip, whatever you want to call that. The controls, I wish they had went with the dark color on those. The tuners, looks like your regular standard cheap tuners. Quality control fast. This is a set neck. Now, according to all the information I could find, I couldn't find a lot of information about these. But the claim that I found online is a mahogany body with a mahogany neck. It's supposed to have a scarf joint. I can't see through that finish if it is or not. We'll investigate that a little bit. Supposedly it has a 1/2 inch cap on it. I don't believe that. We'll be pulling this apart and verifying some of that. Of course, it's probably not going to be tuned right out of the box. No. The setup, the action looks really low actually. I expected it to be really high. I feel a little bit of the frets on this side. I'll get a close-up photo of that, of the fret ends. They're not excessively bad, sticking out and not gonna get bleed. Fingers are not gonna bleed. I suspect that's a plastic nut, yeah. Looks like a little scraping, something scraped that pick guard. Scratched right across it. That came out of the box like this, and this had not been opened. I don't see any protective film over the top of it, so I don't believe that's an issue. Of course, you have your Tune-O-Matic bridge, like the Les Paul, all that. So I will get some photos, hook this up to an amp, and we'll try it, see what it sounds real quick. Then I'm going to tear into this thing and see what the electronics, cavities look like, all that, and see if their claim is correct. I would guess that's probably a 12-inch radius. We'll search for dead frets and all that. Check the relief. Yep, slight bit of relief in the neck. Okay. Binding looks, yeah, there's a little spot there. Let's see if we can get enough light in there to see through this finish and see if there is a scarf joint there. Okay, the write-up I seen did say it was a mahogany body, laminated 3-piece, and laminated 3-piece on the neck. I do see, looks like 3 pieces laminated together for the neck. But I do not see a scarf joint. No, there is no scarf joint there. See the 3 pieces of wood into the neck. I don't know if the camera's picking any of that up or not. I don't know what the writing is on the truss rod cover. So I will tune this up real quick and hook it to an amp real quick. I want to play it right out of the box before I take it apart or anything. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to start with the bridge pickup, tone set all the way up, so just a few chords just to hear the sound. Okay, now let's roll back the tone about halfway. I'm going to set her on 5 right there. Okay, and let's go all the way back with the tone. until it really rolled it back. To me, it seemed like it did. I'm just going to go both. I'm not going to go through all the tones and everything. You can just see by that the tones work. So both pickups, center position. Neck pickup. Okay, I got the overdrive and set the metal on this thing. Okay, so the neck pickup, $290 kilo ohms. The bridge pickup is 343 kilo ohms. And they did put shielding paint in here, because it does read out at a little over 1,000 ohms, 1.127 thousand ohms or kilo ohms. It has dime sized pots. For the most part, the wiring and everything looks pretty clean. Used looks like bread ties to tie the wire together. A little bit of polishing compound or something down in there, it looks like. The pots, I do not know what brand they are. They're made in Korea, it says. And the only letters I can say is N-S-U-N-G. I don't know what the first letter on those pots are. So they're not, probably not name brand. So we'll put this back on real quick. This was cut. They actually have shielding on that, but I don't know if the camera's picking that up to see that right there. You can replace these parts though. It's kind of rough on the edges as well. So I will slap this back in. I'm going to do this by hand instead of electric screwdriver. And I would like to see the wood inside of there. Pour this out of the box so I can have a support for that neck. So I guess my best option is probably going to be detune it, see if I can pull the strings off that way. That way I can keep my strings. There we go. So let's pull the neck one. She don't want to come out of there. What the heck? There we go. Okay, looks like they got the shielding paint all in here. You can see where the back of the neck is there. I see no branding or anything on these. Now there was claims that this was a 1/2 inch cap of maple. Maybe so. I mean, I can see the split between the two pieces of wood right here. And usually the way they route these out, most of them are two pieces of wood sandwiched like this. As far as the flame maple on top, if you look here, you can see that's a veneer thin layer. Now, from the best information can I find, this guitar is made by IYV. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, so forgive me for that. Or IYV. A lot of times on Amazon they're listed as IVY, like Ivy, but that's not the case. This is their website. And I did not find this exact model number in here. I think it's been discontinued. But they give no prices or nothing, just pictures. If you try to click on one, you basically get a picture of it. You got their contact information down here. So not a lot of information there. I looked all around their website. It's about them. That's what you get. So not much there at all. There's a Korean-owned guitar company. The reason why the script on the truss rod cover is in Korean, that manufactures their guitars in Vietnam. The same plant that makes their guitars also makes some Harley Benton's and all the Wolf guitars. That's what I could find out. Probably do some searching around YouTube and might find more information from that from other YouTubers. I looked at prices on it, and Amazon, no, this is eBay here, I do believe. Yes, this is eBay. This one is supposedly new. It's emerald green. That's what the EGR in the model number stands for on this one. It's $134.85. Buy it now. You can get 2-year protection, free shipping, free 2 to 4 day shipping. So that's not too bad. This is $135. This was from reverb.com, and this was used. And this one, I believe, is eBay. Yes, eBay for $259.50. Used. Look at this. Used condition. $260. When you can probably find this thing used somewhere else or new from that one spot for $135. I also did check the intonation. It was spot on. Went through all the frets, made sure there was no high frets or anything. Everything was good there, no buzzing, nothing like that. So for even a guitar in a $200 or $300 price range, you can probably expect to find some of that. So I was really amazed at how well this guitar is. It is a little bit neck heavy on the neck strap. It does come down a little bit. So final thoughts for 40 bucks, yeah. For 135, sure. I'd buy it if I needed it. I don't even need it, and I buy it for 40. So from your mileage might vary, as they say. You might get one that's complete trash, but this one's real. I'm impressed with it, actually. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.